I'm ready to set my faith planner up for the month of July. Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and today I'm working to set my faith planner up for the month of July. So I have my faith planner, right here. I have my next kit from Illustrated Faith. These kits have sold out. This is the summer study for Illustrated Faith. It is super popular. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about some options that you have if you're still wanting to participate, but the physical kit is sold out. So I have that ready to go. I have some new dividers. These are white cardstock dividers available over in my shop. I need a few more. And then, of course, Faith Notes, which is what I've been using for Illustrated Faith studies for a few months now. So I am going to get all set up. I'm so excited to dive into the goodies in this kit. They're just the best. They're so fun and so cute. All right, I will put you guys on fast forward. Let's go. All right, I'm going to start with the same thing I always do, which is taking the super cute decal and adding it to the cover of my faith planner. Then I'm going to open up a new pack of the white cardstock dividers for the second half of the year. I very much enjoy decorating these dividers to match each devotional for the month. I'm checking out to see how many Psalms we are looking at this month. That would be 6. So I'm going to grab 6 different faith notes and pop them in. That is the basis of how I do my studies with Illustrated Faith each and every month. Now, I heard from many of you that the devotional kit sold out before you had a chance to grab it. It is always a very, very popular project for sure, but there's other options if you were not able to pick up the full devotional kit. Illustrated Faith has several of the physical products available in their shop. Some of the bits and pieces, ephemera or stickers or washi tapes, some of the things that you can get that go along with the kit or that are part of the kit, you can actually still pick up in their shop, just shopping a la carte. Also, don't forget, this is really important. There are digital versions of every Illustrated Faith kit, including the ephemera. So you can purchase the devotional, you can print it out. They generally have them in 2 different sizes. If you like it in the smaller kind of traveler's notebook size, or if you want to print it full page, whichever one works better for how you like to study. That is always an excellent option. And that's always an option too, just to save a little money on shipping costs, or if you live overseas and you've been wanting to participate, but of course shipping overseas costs a whole lot, then that is an option to work through it as well. You don't have to have all of the physical components of a kit in order to participate in the devotional study that month. Truthfully, I think that is a roadblock that a lot of us have to let go of. Oftentimes we think we need just the right supplies, just the right Bible, just the right notebook, just the right planner to be able to do our faith studies. And it's just not true. You just don't need a whole lot. In fact, you don't really need any of the supplies. You could just get the devotional and a pen and take notes and have a good time studying the kit. You don't have to have all of the artistic part of it. Now, if you love the art part of it, which of course I do, then there's some of those different options. You can also do the creative part of it with things that you have in your stash already. You might not necessarily need all of the supplies each and every month. So keep that in mind. Don't let it be a limiting factor just because you missed out on something and it was out of stock, or just because you feel like you don't have the budget to purchase on a particular month. I completely understand that. Picking up the devotional for a lower cost and then using supplies you already have is a great way to still participate within the community. The other thing I want to say is you don't have to complete a devotional within the quote prescribed month. So just because this devotional is for July, the first one of the Summer and Psalm series was for June, doesn't mean that that's the month you have to do it and you have to move on. Sometimes you are meant to park, to hang out in a certain devotional or a certain scripture longer. You might feel led to kind of dig deeper. Sometimes some months get out of control and you might have kits stacking up. So maybe you have some kits that are left over from previous years or even earlier this year that you haven't had a chance to get to. take the time and have fun with those kits as well. Dig in to all of those studies. There's no need to go month to month and stay right on top of it if that's not where you are at this point in your study or in your life. So give yourself a little grace. God's timing is always going to be perfect. So if you are reaching for a devotional from last summer and just getting to it this summer, then it still means that God's got some good words for you in that devotional, and that the timing is going to be perfect in your life right now. All right, so those are my thoughts on if you missed the devotional kit. I hope that that is helpful to you. There's always a lot of ways to work through it. Now, I am preparing each of my Faith Notes pages. Like I said, I picked 6 because we're looking at 6 different Psalms this month, and I'm starting out formatting them the same way I did for the month of June. Since it's one study, I want them all to kind of be the same. I'm covering each part of this edging with washi tape. I chose 6 different washi tapes, kind of loosely based in a rainbow color. And I will then repunch all of the holes on those. And I just think that that is a nice little detail. The Faith Notes that I'm working on, I designed to be almost like a sermon notes section, but they work well for devotionals. I don't want to take up all the writing room. I say that all of the time. I feel like when it comes to faith planning and faith inserts, it's so fun to decorate these, but writing is the most important part of that particular kind of planning. So you don't want to take up a ton of the writing space. So what I'm going to do is for each set of Faith Notes, for each Psalm, I did the washi tape down the side, and then I'm going to take some of the ephemera pieces and have them kind of just bursting from the side. On the front of this Faith Notes section is some of the like nuts and bolts of what you studied. You're writing out the scripture. You're listing out any vocabulary that you were working on. You're writing out the main points and any questions that came up as you were reading and studying. You're listing all of that out on the front. It's like almost like the cliff notes of what you studied. On the back of the Faith Notes are just lines, and you can use those lines for lots of different things. I have used them to journal out full prayers after studying a particular devotional. You can use them to answer questions that may be posed as you study a devotion. There's lots of different ways on how you can use it, but I wanted to give you some options. So it's the structure on the front, and then the back is a little bit more loose. All right, you can see after I do a little bit of the decor, I'm going to go ahead and label this one for Psalm 13. I'm going to write the author, and then of course the series that we're studying this month, Summer in the Psalms. And then I will add the date as I sit down to work on it. On the back, a little bit of decor just for fun, and then plenty of journaling room still around the edges of this particular card. Plus room to write on the actual card, so love that as well. All right, I love having ephemera pieces hang over the edge because then you get to reuse the piece. It's like getting 2 ephemera pieces in one. It's a bonus, bonus, bonus. All right, next up, let's just keep working our way through all of the different weeks of Summer in the Psalms. Now, I have found that for this particular year, I've really enjoyed formatting and studying in a similar manner each month. There have been times, seasons in my creativity and seasons in my faith where I felt like I needed and or wanted to do something different every single month. Sometimes I would fill out a traveler's notebook. Sometimes I would do Bible journal entries. Sometimes I would do mini albums of sorts. I would just change it up each and every month. It depends on where you are and what you're doing. For me and the busyness of my current life, all the things that are going on, it's helpful for me to have a similar format because A, it's easy for me to decorate. I can decorate it all at once at the beginning of the month. That gives me a little bit more time to study throughout the month. And B, it just simplifies the process of preparing for the devotional. So it depends on what you're doing, how life is going for you. Take some time to figure out what works for you, and don't feel pressure to do something new and different every month. That being said, if it starts to feel a little bit stale, if it feels like you are doing the same thing and you're not getting as much out of the devotionals, it might be time to change up the creative part. I have found that sometimes changing the creative part can change the study part. Sometimes changing how you study can affect the creativity. I think that they are very much intertwined. So give yourself some grace. If you feel like doing the same thing, do the same thing. If you really feel led to do something different, don't overthink it. Just try something new. Give it a try for a month. If it's a system that works for you, keep it for the next month. If you were like, that's just okay, or I didn't feel like I got as much out of the study, then you might want to change it up even more. That being said, I would love to hear from you and hear how you are working through your devotionals this summer. Several of you mentioned that you are working through past devotionals. That is fantastic. Are you doing it in a faith planner? Are you doing Bible journal entries, mini albums? How are you working through your devotionals this summer? I'd love to hear. Oh, the other thing I was going to say, I had a lot of people ask me if I'm traveling, which you all know that I have been traveling. How am I taking my devotionals with me? This is why I like decorating in advance. I can very simply pop these pages out of my full-on faith planner, add them into my catch-all planner, which comes with me on vacation. And then I have my study. Like, I have everything there. I just have to bring the devotional with me. Of course, I have a cell phone that has the Bible on it, so I can read from there. Decorating in advance makes it so much easier for me to do these devotionals during the busy travel seasons like Christmas, or for instance, the summer, when we have more vacations planned. So that's my other tip or trick, is that I just go ahead and decorate in advance. Now, if I end up wanting to do a Bible entry and I'm gone, then I can just take notes on what I want to do and then do that extra Bible entry when I return. Like, I can come back to it, but this allows me to do my study while on the road, which always feels good because I do like to still have my quiet time. Even when we're on vacation, it's a wonderful way to start and center my day. And so I often keep up with that habit while I am traveling. It was very much fun to play with all of the ephemera this time around. If you saw my June setup video, I had not received my kits yet. And so I actually set up the whole month using stickers that I created with the printable ephemera. So again, there's all kinds of pros to using that printable ephemera. I used it to make stickers and set up my whole month using those stickers, but I have a special place in my heart for paper ephemera. It makes me so happy to work with it. I liked working with all of the shapes. No, I did not use the stamps this time around. No, I did not use the stickers and the alphas and all of the other parts of the kit. But the good news is that I have those parts so that I can use them as I'm doing journal entries later on. So I pretty much used almost all of the ephemera in my decorating this time around. But I still have some ephemera from the first month. They definitely coordinate, so you can use the extras from one month to the other. And then now I have plenty of stickers and other things to use as well. Now, this process that I am showing you has been sped up quite a bit, as you can tell from how quickly I am moving. It takes me usually between an hour and a half to get my faith planner completely set up for a month, to do all of the decorating and to get it ready to go. So it's not a short endeavor. It's definitely one of the longer times that I sit here. However, I think it saves me time in the long run, and I'm much more likely to dig into the study when it's already decorated. If I am sitting there thinking, oh, I have to study and I have to create, then that is like an extra roadblock. And really, I just want to dig into the study. That's one of the reasons I love Illustrated Faith, because all of the devotionals have always inspired me. I love how they make me think on some different levels. And so the decorating is fun, love the creativity, but getting it all done and kind of out of the way really opens up the possibilities for how I plan to study the devotional throughout the month. I will make sure to link Illustrated Faith down below. This is the summer in the Psalms. There were 2 months, so June and July, 2 different months. So if you're looking on the digital half of the Illustrated Faith shop, you can find both different devotionals, both sets of printables. There's a million other digital printables that you can use that will coordinate with the kit and kind of encompass a lot of different styles, or the different styles of the artists in the Illustrated Faith shop. So be sure to check that out. And then of course, in the physical shop, there are going to be a few bits and pieces of the kits that you can still pick up. All right. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification button. I do want to give a huge shout out to all of my Patreon members. Thank you all so much. I'm so excited about the month of July over on Patreon. It is planner camp time and it is never too late to join us. So if you're interested in joining, you can find a link to Patreon in the description box below. All right. I hope that you have a fabulous day. And as always, keep it creative.